It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey there, and thank you for joining us on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. This NBA season didn't take long to get interesting, but these two gentlemen have always captured our interest. Say hello to Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Hello, Kenny.
Hey, how are you?
Hello, Shaq. Tonight, it'll be the Dallas Mavericks up against the Memphis Grizzlies at FedEx Forum. The Grizzlies have not been playing their best basketball. It's been tough sledding. The loss is mounting. They're simply not playing up to capacity. How to fix it is the question. And guys, we'll get to see Freak play in this one. He was one of the bigger names in college. Jumped to the NBA after 1 year. Shaq, you left early as well. How hard of a decision was it to leave school?
Warriors.
The Mavericks are looking to defeat their Western Conference rival going into this game. Back in Memphis, the Grizzlies tip off the beginning of a homestand. And, of course, Lance Campbell, he's checked in for Randolph. Johnson comes in for Wilson Chandler. And it's Chalmers in for Allen. On the floor for Dallas, Darren Williams out there with Matthews. Then there's Chandler Parsons. And there's JaVale McGee. And it's Powell in at the 4. Nobody near Parsons. And he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick. Parsons got his first 2 points of the night.
As the season ramps up, Kevin, let's take a look at how the Grizzlies are doing in the team ranking. Second in blocks. They were 6th in field goal percentage. And they also rank right there in the top 10 in fast break points. I mean, this is a really good transition team. They love to operate in the open court.
And how about that sky-high ranking in terms of blocks per game? Sometimes that can indicate a team's allowing too many drives to the rim, but it's sure nice to have bigs who can send it away as a last resort.
And the Grizzlies leading by 5. Campbell is screen on Williams. Outside Gasol. Campbell inside. Powell on him. Taken away. Outside Matthews. Parsons. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
And Memphis making a change here. Green's checked in. Harris is checked in for Dallas. And now let's bring you the list of the top three-point shooting teams over the course of the past 10 games. 5th, the Mavericks.
The main factor, I think, is the great spacing. That has led to wide-open long-range shots, and that's why we see the great numbers from the 3.
Williams attacking. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. Michael Conley picks one up. The Mavericks have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight. And both free throws good for Williams.
He's always been extremely reliable at the line, and today's been no different.
Conley against Williams. The screen from Campbell. Conley dishes to Freak. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
And a moment now to check out the numbers for Darren Williams. Averaging about 15 points, 6 assists, and almost 2.5 steals. And he's a real threat defensively. You look at his steals during this stretch, always lurking for the smallest mistake.
Well, he causes those mistakes, too. I mean, he'll harass you for the full 94 feet, never giving you an inch.
Wesley Matthews checked in for the Mavericks. McGee is screen on Conley. It's Williams with the drive. And good on the basket. Book it.
Now, I like the fact that this team continues to fight and have clawed themselves back into a point where they're in striking distance.
I agree with you, Greg. I mean, no chin in their chest with this group. No quit and a lot of fight.
Campbell is screen on Harris. Chalmers against Harris. And the wide open shot from Chalmers. Gets a very good look and converts. Mavericks trail by 3. Outside Williams. The dish to Matthews. It's stolen by Johnson. Pass to Chalmers. Here's Campbell. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him. And the Grizzlies lead by 5. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Grizzlies.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at Dallas. They reside in the 7th slot right now in the early part of the season. And checking out Memphis, 4.5 games behind.
And for the Grizzlies, it's been a disastrous start to the season for them. They can't buy a win.
Yeah, and you know what? For a team that's desperately trying to get things turned around, this kind of start makes the job almost impossible.
Williams kicks to McGee. McGee sets the pick for Matthews. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, not a very inspired performance for them, particularly when they were defending. They just gave that hostile crowd plenty to cheer for.
Yeah, they allowed a lot of free runs to the hoop, a lot of open jump shots, and in the end, the opponent's shooting percentage was through the roof. You can't win if your defense isn't better than that.
Campbell, he's in at center. Chalmers is out there with Tony Allen. Then it's Wilson Chandler. And it's Randolph in at the power forward. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Pelicans got the job done. He had 29 points and really caused problems for shooters with his shot blocking, swatting away any look at the basket. It was a matchup that he took over, and he seemed to be able to do whatever he wanted out there. We'll see if he can sustain it, Kevin.
Appreciate it, Doris. Thanks. Well, we've seen a lot of great players have a lot of great games, but that was something special.
And I love that no matter what approach they tried against him, nothing worked. I mean, he was ready for everything.
It makes you wonder what kind of defense they'll throw at him tonight. I mean, however they choose to play him, it's still going to take a special effort to keep him under control.
That's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
Nowitzki for 3. Randolph grabs the board.
They've been the glass eaters today, guys. A ton of effort out of them down low.
It's been a difference maker for them in this game. That's what's put them in front.
And the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
And that's an aggressive play to try to get the rebound. Just a little too aggressive.
Here's Conley. 17 points for him last game against New Orleans.
And Kevin, a remarkable night for him passing the basketball as well. He did a great job racking up the assists.
Passes to Williams. It's tipped. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. And Matthews kicks to Powell. Conley against Williams. The kick out to Matthews. 6 to shoot. He feeds it to Powell. Pulls up. High post. Drained for 2 points. Powell's got his first bucket of the night. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. And here is Conley. He's got 6. Dishes to Freak. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line. Free throw drops for Campbell.
Just a fantastic game for Freak. 12 points, and 4 of his points have come at the foul line. He's made the most of those opportunities.
And you can't undervalue the importance of that. Many times a game comes down to which team wins the free throw battle.
Conley against McGee. Here's Campbell, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Tacked a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Clark,
Yes,
bring it
sir.
down hard,
Yes,
my
sir.
brother.
Symbolic there as well of the effort here tonight.
Conley against Williams. Again, the miss by Williams.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Greg, and that's been the key to this lead. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
And stolen by Parsons. Ahead, here's Matthews. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two. He's made 2 of his 3 attempted tonight.
And you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he attacked, got to the line a bunch, and cashed in on his chances. Guys, he's slightly fallen off his pace from a year ago at the line, and those points from the stripe have been a little harder to come by.
Conley, the pass to Campbell. Green left side. It's rebounded by Dallas. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
And in that game, guys, I mean, the beneficiary of what was some very lackluster defense being played against them.
Agreed, guys. It was really quite shocking and disappointing how many free runs to the hoop they got.
And it's out of bounds. Last touched by Allen.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And here are the Mavericks now. They trail by 7. Following this one, they get to host the Rockets. That game is the first and last of their homestand. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And we finished one. The second half just about to get going here. You look at some changes. Brandon Wright's checked in for Gasol. Campbell comes in for Zach Randolph. And it's Chalmers in for Tony Allen. JaVale McGee's checked in for Dallas. Harris comes in for Wesley Matthews. On the floor for Dallas.
Yeah. Some hang time on that rim puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
It's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
And also the other on its heels. Let's see how this one turns out.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play.
Yeah, good job to take it right at him.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. I mean, he had the foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Williams is checked in. Mavericks trail by 5. Looking for McGee. He gets it there. It's blocked. And they'll keep possession. And the basket by Nowitzki. Here is Conley. He's got 10. The screen from Campbell. Conley kicks to free. Out of bounds. Dallas will take possession.
And while we've got a chance, let's check out the stats for free. 6th in blocks, 13th in field goal percentage. And he sits in the top 15 in points per game. An absolute powerhouse offensively.
And you know, his ability to patrol the lane is a difference maker for that team. Exceptional timing and anticipation.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Powell's checked in. The pass to Parsons. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That one on Chandler. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle steps for the Grizzlies.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
You know, one other area they're doing well in is steals. I mean, they've knocked the ball loose a number of times and been able to track it down after the fact.
And Memphis making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Memphis has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the 3rd quarter. Conley dishes to Freak. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. He's had 5 chances at the line. Gone 4 for 5.
And of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
You know, his performance at the foul line this season might be the first thing he points to as a priority to improve.
The Mavericks have gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. Williams up on top, over by Conley, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And the first one drops.
Take a look at what Williams has done. He has 8 points, and he's hit 6 shots from the charity stripe, contributing to their offense.
And you know what? When he's had the opportunity, he's been in attack mode, and that's what led to those points at the line.
A screen from Campbell. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
You know, he's got to take care of the ball much better than he has. By himself, he's accounted for 4 turnovers. That's way too many.
JaMychal Green, he's checked in for Memphis. Dallas has gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point. Campbell, he's checked in for Brandon Wright. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Parsons outside. Here's McGee, offensive rebound. Lays it up and banks it in. McGee's got it all tied up now for the Mavs.
They have got to put a body on him, because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
Johnson kicks to Green. Chalmers passes to Campbell. He dishes it to Green. Tries again. Parsons with the rebound. Parsons got his 4th rebound in this one. Kicks to Williams for the lead, and that one's good. Williams has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Free dishes to Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Will it go? And with that, the Maverick lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Campbell.
Boy, he picked him out brilliantly with that feed inside.
Here's Parsons. The shot is off. And Memphis the other way now. And this matchup with Dallas, it's their first meeting of the season.
And as you would expect, they came out on top in last season's series against this club, but no reason to expect anything different this time around.
Exactly, guys. They're clearly the better team, but you can't take anybody for granted. They're all NBA players. They get their checks twice a month across the league, so you've got to come prepared and focused and ready to play.
It's deflected, and that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. Grizzlies making a switch here. Allen's checked in. .58 seconds left to play here in the third. There's the pick. To the inside. Here's McGee.
I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatics.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
Yeah, but hey. He's an athlete, and I can't fault him for that one, although if he missed it, I might have.
No good from Campbell.
No one to blame on that one but himself.
So it's Memphis picking up the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Mark, we've heard
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Timothy Jet Smith. Time now to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Mike Conley.
I think his efficiency from the field was the biggest factor in this win. He made over 60% of his shots. I don't care if you're playing one-on-one.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game.
Your dream, folks.
Zzz.